So I am now almost on the summit being up there. I still got a steep place to climb, and I took a picture as I was coming up of the super steep place. It's got handrails. I'll insert that right about now. And you can see that. You see how high up I am, right? It's like 900, almost 1,000 feet, not above sea level, but above the where you started. And it's such a great example for doing anything, you know. You get started, you're all excited, it's cool. It's actually pretty easy. One foot goes in front of the other. Yeah, I can do this. And then it gets hard, and then it's just kind of laborious. And then you get up around here and you think, God, you know, it gets easier as you do it, just like exercise, just like aerobic exercise, which obviously I need to do more of. Internet marketing, any kind of internet marketing, YouTube marketing gets easier as you do it. For one thing, as your account grows, you will find that YouTube starts to help you, starts to send you traffic. That's always very cool. And the cool thing about YouTube, you're very rewarded for being a consistent content creator. I upload and publish at least one video a day, okay? And we're currently in the middle of the summer. My goal is to do this through the end of the year, and I'll probably do it through the end of the year and all next year, at which point I will have a ginormous YouTube account, which will be a huge asset for my business. But it takes that kind of consistent daily action, just like climbing this mountain. It takes that kind of consistent step after step after step, even though it's a grind kind of thing. So last time we were talking about topics and playlists and things like that. Let's get down to on-page SEO. Again, TubeBuddy is a huge resource. I use this a lot to figure out exactly which keywords I'm going to target. Now notice, I don't find the keyword and then come up with the topic. I find the topic and then focus that in on a keyword. And then I will create several videos to go in that playlist all about that issue. This playlist being a perfect example. So like, yeah, my last LinkedIn playlist was LinkedIn Tutorial for Beginners 2018. So let's talk about the on-page SEO for that. So on all of the videos started out with that keyword. So, I remember what the topics were. I've forgotten exactly what each video was about, but let's say getting started on LinkedIn, building out your profile, building connections. Okay, so each of those keywords would be LinkedIn Tutorial for Beginners 2018, hyphen getting started, LinkedIn Tutorial for Beginners 2018, hyphen your profile, LinkedIn Tutorial for Beginners 2018, hyphen, building out your connections. That's how you want to do it. That works really, really well because that way you're getting the keyword actually in the title. You want the keyword to appear at least once in the description. I like fairly healthy descriptions, probably around, mine are not huge because I'm moving fast, but I think they're 50 to 100 words. I don't really know how many characters there are. Tags are hugely important. You can have up to 500 characters in your tags. In other words, the sum of all the characters in your tags can be 500 or less. And again, TubeBuddy is a fantastic resource for correctly tagging your video. I build a list with this, so not every time I make a video, but once a week we do a little compilation of everything that we published, what it is, and we mail that to the list, and that way I get more traffic back to the videos. That's a good thing for you to do after you build your list. Really, the last thing, which is going to be the video that I make actually at the summit, is going to be your call to action, because people are here because you want them to do something, right? They're not just here looking at your video. They're not going to click on an ad just because, the ad's in front of the video. By the way, YouTube's made that. You have to have a much bigger account before you can have ads on your videos now than you used to. But they're not going to subscribe unless you tell them to. They're not going to get on your list unless you tell them to. So we're going to talk about calls to actions, cards, and the ending annotations and all that stuff. talk about all that. It looks like we got a big crowd of people that are happy that they're coming down the mountain instead of going up the mountain. But we'll talk all about that in the last video.